and Saturday is supposed to be in the 80s, and I'm like, ugh. And then it drops back down into the low 70s and 60s, and I'm like, what? So we get a 2 day heat wave coming in. Some people will tell me that in the 80s is not a heat wave, but for me, who likes cooler temperatures, it is. So, so, so I had a busy day today. I didn't get I've got 3 resorts left to do on the thing, and by the time I remembered I had to do them, even though they were on my to-do list, by the time I got to that item on my to-do list, um, it was too late to call because it was well past closing time for the offices at the RV resort. So they are on my list for first thing in the morning. Then I had a Houdini puppy. Now, Zephy is very good at figuring things out. I think that's the right word. So I was in the bedroom putting some laundry away, and I hear this funny little whine noise, and it's one she hadn't made before, and I thought, what the heck's that? So I turn around, and she's sitting there, and her harness is undone from one side, and the flap that goes down the back is sticking out on her left hand side. And I'm like, what did you do? And I was standing there, and I just started laughing. So I thought, oh my gosh, she's figured out how to unclip one of her straps. And so I went over to her and picked up my phone. As soon as I picked up my phone, she laid down. So I took the picture. It's on my Facebook page if you want to have a look at it. She somehow managed to get that buckle undone. No idea how she did it, because every time she reaches around there, she hasn't been able. And although she's now pushing on the screen door when I'm outside, like trying to get to me, so I'm wondering how long it's going to take her to figure out if she stretches up, she can tap the handle up there and be able to open the door. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that one, because she's very good at figuring out things for herself. And it's becoming more, she's starting to do it a lot more than what she used to. She found her squeaky toy that I thought was hidden, and this is the pink one that's really, really loud. I thought I'd hidden it again. Nope, she found it. And I was on a call this morning, and she is going to town with this thing. I could not hear the person who was talking. I was like, yeah, no. So I picked it up, put it on the table, and she was trying to figure out how to get onto the table to get to it. But I eventually put it away where she can't see it, so it's out of sight, out of mind. It's in one of the overhead lockers, so she definitely can't get to it unless she kind of figures out how to do that, but she's too short to reach there, so we're good. Have my friend Art from Bronco Motors come out to do an evaluation on Animal, and we agreed on a price. He's coming out tomorrow and picking up. End of an era, and I'm kind of just a little emotional. I mean, it's just a car, but I'm a little emotional about it because I've had that car since it had 8 miles on it. I bought it brand new. It was a 2005 Subaru Forester. We got it in August of 08, August of, sorry, 2004. Brad had actually purchased his Yukon on the 29th of February 2004. We got my Subaru in August of 2004. So I've had that car over 15 years. I've done just under 1,100 miles and 101,000 miles. I've done just under that. So we've had a lot of adventures in that car. I mean, it took me over 15 years to hit the 100,000 mark, um, which actually surprises some people. Sorry, I got something in my eye and it's annoying me. So yeah, kind of a little emotional about letting the car go. But because it's a great car, and if there was a way that I could flat tow it, I would do it in a heartbeat. But to have the fact that I've actually got to purchase a trailer for it to ride on the trailer, and that's just, yeah, it's just not happening. So it's kind of, and the fact that I'm going to be gone for 7 months means it's going to have to go into storage for that length of time, and it's just sort of like, yeah, no, it's really not worth it. So yeah, we're going to finally let Animal go. And so Animal will get picked up tomorrow, and then I'm going to get a rental car to use over the weekend because I've got my grandson's 5th birthday party to go to, and then I have to go to Santa Clarita on Sunday, stop off in LA on the way back. So yeah, we'll get a rental car to do that. I was thinking of doing that anyway if I still had Animal at the time, because I didn't want to put the miles on her. But yeah, so we're coming to an end of an era with Animal, just over 15 years. So August, September, October, November, December, January. So yeah, almost 15 and a half years I've had that vehicle. And she's a great car. She's still in excellent condition as far as the engine goes. Got a couple of little things here and there, but as far as the engine goes, we've maintained her the whole way, done all the, you know, all the checks along the way with the mileage and all of that sort of thing, regular oil maintenance, regular brake changes, all of that sort of stuff. And she's got a lot of, she's a burro. They just go and go and go. They're like the ever ready battery bunnies. Ever ready bunnies? Yeah, the thing, it just goes and goes and goes. Yeah, kind of like that. Spent the day doing database updates and everything else. And I know there's been a lot of people who are in my database who have moved, so I no longer have your current address. So I am asking if there's a link in the description here, if you could please click that link and enter in your current information so we can update our database. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on birthday cards and Christmas cards and whatever else I decide to send out. I'm going to be surprising a lot of people this year with cards. So if you would like to get in on that, just click the link that's in the description, fill out the information, and you might get a surprise in your box. Make sure you put your birthday in there too, because I'm getting back into sending out birthday cards this year. I've been a little lax the last 3 years, so I'm getting back into it, and with a vengeance. And so I was busy working on the database, working on the computer and that, getting everything done. And I thought, and I suddenly went, that's it. I'm done for the day. It's been a really good dinner. So I thought, I haven't had lunch yet. And I thought, I wonder how long till dinner. I look up at the clock. I didn't have my little clock set up next to the computer. I looked up at the clock on the microwave. It was 1:32. I was like, what? I thought it was like 4:30, 5:30 in the evening. I thought it was close to 4:30. Nope, it was 1:32. 1:32. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've put a full day's work in. But I didn't let that stop me. We went out and we went out for a walk and got some fresh air and sat in our chairs outside. I've been doing that a lot. The chairs and sits down and go, okay, we'll sit out here for a bit. No problem with that. And then she, of course, gets up and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, because she's got to go sniffle the plants and try and eat the berries. That I don't know if they're good for her or not. I don't even know what type of berries they are. So I keep telling her no, and then she'll go back in the chair again, and then she'll say, oh, we'll try it again, and no. And then we went for our walk this afternoon before I had lunch. Again, we come back and she jumps up in the chair. I'm like, fine. But then she looks at the chair that I look at, and they're on angles. So this one here's by the door to the RV, and kind of looks towards the back of the lot, and that's one that she'd been in because she could sit in it and look over the armrest and see to the street and all of that. Nope, she decided she wanted to sit in my chair, which is over here and angled to look straight out. Don't know. Maybe it was just a different perspective, being 2 feet over. Who knows what the dog's thinking? So she went and sat there, and she was actually quite happy to sit there for a while. So I guess that's going to be her side of the chair, and mine will be the other side, whereas I don't like having my back to where people can walk up behind me. I don't like that. And so, so when I thought the time had flown by and that we're running really late, it turned out that it had actually dragged by, and it was only 1:30 in the afternoon. So able to go for a quick walk, have lunch, and then got back in the afternoon and working on some marketing stuff for our business, and working on checking things, doing some more packing and stuff, because I really do have to sort out all this paperwork. I got a pile here that's got my planner in it and notebooks that I have for different clients and stuff. So I have to go through them and figure out which ones I can put into storage and which ones I need to take with me. So yes, definitely got that. And then Monday, while Sparkles is getting oil change done, the fluids checked, all the pre-trip stuff done, while that's happening, I'll be in the rental car going over to the storage unit, taking over the stuff. Hey, excuse me, would you stop chewing the chair? Thank you very much. Zephy, no. Good girl. She decided to chew on the flap at the bottom of the recliner. Yeah, not happening in my place. It's not for you to chew on. You got plenty of toys in your box. She's got a box full of toys, and I have spare ones hidden from her. So she's trying to get a toy out from underneath, and I think she figures that chewing the flap of fabric will help her get whatever toys she's managed to push underneath the recliner. So it means that when I finish here, we're going to have to go put the footstool part up on the recliner so she can get in there and get out whatever toys she's just jammed in under there. Anyway, so Monday while Sparkles is getting serviced, I'm going to run over to the storage unit, drop off the stuff from the RV that I don't want to take on the road with me. And there's a couple of bits and pieces over there that I need to take with me on the road, so they'll be put into the car and brought back, so that when Sparkles comes back, we can